Hello and welcome back to My Haunted Dolls. I'm Kevin Kane, writer, paranormal investigator, and haunted collector. Be sure to check me out at myhauntedDolls.com. Shop in my store and purchase your autographed book today. I have several out there that will meet your interests, so be sure to check those out. While you're at it, if you want to help us out financially and support our channel, please visit patreon.com/myhauntedDolls and be a patron for us today. Now, without further ado, let's get on down to our next video. Nestled in downtown historical Columbiana, Alabama, sits the old Courthouse building, built over 100 years ago. This building also served as a boarding house and a hotel. Even during the Civil War, soldiers came here for nursing and doctoring on their wounds from the war. Today, people believe some of those soldiers and some of those guests to this building are still roaming its halls. In some of the downstairs areas, people have heard footsteps. Footsteps that are heard only when there's no one else around. Disembodied voices are sometimes heard throughout. But when whoever is caretaking the building checks, there is no one found. There are many antique artifacts that sit inside this museum. Some wonder if perhaps these are attracting the energies that seem to still haunt the building. Sometimes even the old phone hanging on the wall, the antique phone from days gone by, is heard ringing, but the phone has not been hooked up or serviced in some time. Many of these items were used back during the Civil War times. Some of these were medical tools used by doctors to care for their patients. Some of those patients being the soldiers who came here from the battlefield to get their wounds looked after. On these old stairs inside this parlor, people have heard footsteps clumping up, sometimes coming down. Are these the disembodied footsteps of the old guests of the hotel that once was run here, or perhaps the old boarding house residents? One ghost has been spotted upstairs, peering out the window. A female figure dressed in clothes from antebellum days. No one knows who the spirit might be or what she is looking for. Some who work here say that they have trouble keeping the blinds down on the upstairs windows. It has been known to happen where They lower the blinds and close them before shutting up the building at night, only to come back in the morning to find the blinds open and raised at least to a halfway point. Perhaps it is the ghost of the woman raising the blinds so she can have a better look out over the old main street there. Perhaps she's looking for a loved one returning from war. Also located upstairs in this old courthouse building is the courtroom itself, where today often banquets and parties are held and even town meetings are held here. But in times gone by, this is where they brought their trials to be heard. Some of the employees who run the museum have said that they've been sitting downstairs when they've heard the sound of a gavel rapping against a table, coming from the upstairs courtroom. Sometimes disembodied voices, many of them are heard arguing or just having a heavy discussion. But on checking out the courtroom, no one is found. No strangers, no intruders, at least none that are visible. Perhaps these are the spirits of the people who once held their trials here, the judge who once presided over the criminals, and the criminals themselves still arguing their cases. Today, this courtroom is open most days from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. and it is free for you to come in and tour, so come on in and have a look if you're in this area. Perhaps you might hear or even see one of their specters.